Oh, all right. What's going on, everybody? I'm BJ along with KG. Welcome to the Sideline Junkies, Redskins perspective. We are not associated with the Redskins in any type of way. That is just opinion. Like I said, you are listening to the Sideline Junkies podcast. We are doing live video session. So we are here to talk about the Skins loss yesterday in Philadelphia, 32-27 to the Eagles. I know KG got a lot to say about it, so we're going to dive into it our first segment and just initial off the top thoughts from the game, KG.
Uh, Poor halftime management, no adjustments. Typical Jay Gruden type ball play. They made no adjustments to keep the foot on the gas. I mean, they played an excellent first two quarters. What happened in the second and third? I'm sorry, the third and the fourth. I
Crickets.
just, yeah,
I thought it was poetic in a way. The last couple of years of Jay Gruden teams we've seen come out flat, come out unprepared, come out with no energy. Yesterday they come out with energy. They're executing to perfection. Case Keenum's lighting it up. Not really running the ball too well, but the passing offense, moving the ball, looking good on defense, and then come out the second half and do what they normally do in the first half to start the year, and just lay a complete egg. It was a point where they had the ball, I believe it was 6 times for 6 yards, and it's something we talk about all the time here. It's only so much the defense can hold before that chain break. Only so much they do. So let's go. Let's go to the numbers. Um, Case Keenum had a hell of a day. Case
yes.
Keenum had a hell of a day. 30 of 44, 380, 12.7 average, 3 TDs, no interceptions. He only took one sack for a QB rating of 117.6. Man, I mean, if you had told me Case Keenum was going to throw for 380 against the Eagles, I probably would have laughed at
I, I'm right in the same boat, which I probably would have laughed too.
I would have gave him on a high end probably like 250. Good game, 250, 2 touchdowns. But I mean, you got to give credit where credit's due. He was on. He was on yesterday, and I think everybody's bright spot. And I ain't trying to speak for you because you might have your own bright spot, but I think everybody's bright spot from yesterday, not only Case Keenum but Terry McLaurin,
Yes,
lit it up yesterday, and instantly, I think on the first deep pass he caught, made Josh Doxson
but
a memory in the past.
hold on. One thing I didn't like is everybody saying, well, he did something that Josh Dotson never did his rookie year. Josh Dotson didn't play his rookie year. So everybody's saying that he's doing more than Dotson did in his rookie year. Dotson was hurt his rookie year. Don't bash a man that's not here to defend himself. He's no longer in town. He's in Minnesota now.
This
Don't
is
bash him
true.
on the way out.
This is true. I mean, you can. I mean, that's what we do though. We're here to not bash him, but the production versus what we saw yesterday kind of solidifies what we heard in camp and why they let Josh Doxson go. So it was like, okay, Redskins may have got something right here with Terry McLaurin. I mean, he looked like not only up top but underneath too. He looked really good.
Mhm.
7 targets, 5 receptions, 125 yards, 25 yards average, one TD, and of course his long ball, 69 yards. I mean, looked pretty yesterday. It looked pretty yesterday. I was surprised that those bombs to McLaurin didn't open up the run more, but we'll go into that a little bit later. Why the run didn't open up as well as we thought it would. So, um, offensive line play.
Is that a question?
I guess it has to be because a certain somebody that's sitting on the opposite side hit me up and said Eric Flowers is doing pretty good at guard. Was
But
that was you, right?
that was me.
Okay. I just want to make
Now
sure.
I will say this, and this is indicative of every offensive line. If your name's not getting called, you're having a good game.
Yeah,
Eric
true that.
Flowers' name didn't get called. He didn't get called to give up a sack. Only one sack was given up, and it
Yeah.
wasn't by him.
Yeah.
Now on the other hand, Morgan Moses, the Warrior, he had a rough game, man. His
Yes,
name
he
was
did.
called a lot.
Yes, he
Holding,
did.
false start, but Eric Flowers held his own. Donald Penn got a mean streak.
And that's what you need. You need
Yeah.
more players with a mean streak that when they get you on the ground, they want to put a knee in your chest too. Just to
Mm-hmm.
let you know that this is going to continue all game. It's not enough for me to get you on the ground. I want to make sure you stay there. I want you to think about coming at me the next couple of downs. So it's or the rest of the game. So it was nice to see that the offensive line did hold up. Vernon Davis with the big early touchdown. Got emotional because his grandfather passed.
Right. Past Saturday.
Saturday, yeah. So that was a great moment to see because initially I didn't know why he was crying. I thought when he jumped, maybe he pulled a hamstring. I wasn't sure what was going on. I was just hoping he was okay. And then to learn that, it was just like that was a big moment for him, and it was just nice to see that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But as you can see from my attire, my 1937 Sean Taylor throwback, I'm not jumping off my boys bandwagon yet. So
I mean, you can't jump off the bandwagon or after one game, but we are we're going to critique, and I guess I'll be the first to say it going in. It's just, I've said this multiple times. It's just, I think under Jay Gruden, the ceiling for this team is a 10-win team.
and unfortunately that's very, very bad. As a Redskin fan, over the last let's just say 20 years, let's take it back even further. Over the last 25 years, the most wins we've had is 10 in a season. I remember 11-5 seasons. I remember 14-2. And one of the most dominant teams. 10 wins is nothing to me. And backing in the playoffs with 10 wins, not sprinting, you're backing into the playoff. But it's a different league now. And if you're satisfied with 10 wins, that's your fault. That's your problem. Because I'm not. I'm not satisfied with 10 wins at all.
It's week one. L to the Eagles. You got the Cowboys next week at FedEx, and it just, they look good. The offense showed they can move the ball, and now that we had news today to break that Darius Geis, I believe it was the non-ACL knee that they had to do an MRI on, that he's gonna be out for some time, and now that brings back Adrian Peterson playing. So that's two different backs.
Mm-hmm.
That's two different backs, and we don't know when Darius Geis got hurt, but it just seemed like he was struggling yesterday because the Atlanta preseason game, he looked sharp. He was cutting, he looked quick, and yesterday it just wasn't there. So I hope, I think we've learned lessons with knees in Washington that, you got to take knees seriously.
Mm-hmm.
RG3, you hurt, come out of the game. Don't try to, you don't want to do more damage to, Jonathan Allen was hurt, sprained knee,
Yeah.
sprained knee. So yeah, luckily it's just a sprain because he was on the sideline ready to go. He was on the sideline ready to go. They wouldn't let him back in. So, but that's a blow for Geis. We definitely wish him the best, speedy recovery. Come back 100%.
Most definitely. Don't
Yeah.
rush back.
Don't rush back. Come back 100%. AP can hold down the fort. He's proven that he can hold down the fort until you come back. So,
But now, this is a problem that I have with that. And I was thinking about that when I seen that run across the wire. I said, if AP would have played that game, now Geis was only, what was Geis? 10 carries, 18 yards. He didn't need to take the full brunt of the run, the run load, even though Chris Thompson had some, but AP should have took the full brunt, 15, 20 carries, and guys should have got about 6 or 7 just to get them warmed up. I think they put too much on them too early.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. I thought it was a little rushed considering what he came back from. I mean, he looked good, but at the same time, a preseason game versus not all of the first string versus playing a live game versus a division rival trying to take your head off. It's two different things. You know what I'm saying? It's full speed now, and it's. I agree with you. I think maybe the 5 to 10 carry range. Give AP the load. You got Chris Thompson in there to work it. So,
One
it's
thing I
over and
bragged,
done with now.
yeah, but one thing I bragged about all preseason, all off season, once we re-signed AP, I said we about to have a 3-headed monster.
Mm-hmm.
And Jay Gruden said he was going to go 60% run. Okay, you going 60% run. You don't do that with Chris Thompson and Darius Geis.
Yeah.
You got a workhorse, 13-year vet who's never been a healthy scratch, and Adrian Peterson. You give him the rock. When he said in the beginning of training camp, I feel great. I'm in better shape than I was last year. I think I really want to run for 2,000 yards again this year. Load the wagon and give him the ball. That's it, and that's all.
Yeah.
How hard is that? He'll tell you, hey, I'm wearing down. I need to come out. All right. Guys, get in there and run.
Obviously, it's pretty hard. But, I mean, I understand the reason. The reason was, they needed help on special teams. So, I mean, I understand why, he was inactive. But, like you said, if Jay said we're going to run 60% of the time, then you lay out Geis, AP, and Chris Thompson. That's you have to put that in the backfield to run, have a run-heavy offense. And then you have to make moves elsewhere to help with the special teams. So let's talk about the defense for a little bit. It's hard for me to judge the defense because they look good in the first half. Why? Because the offense was moving the ball.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The second half comes and Jonathan Allen goes down, and it just seemed like, and somebody said this on Twitter, one man can't go down and all the defense falls apart. Okay. They start getting gashed on the ground. Absolutely gashed on the ground. And it was just the second half came, no pressure on Wentz. Ryan Kerrigan was missing in action. Montez Sweat missing in action. The one sack came from Casanova McKenzie.
Yep.
One sack came from Casanova McKenzie. It's just like the front seven that we thought was going to be a dominant force. Not like I said, Allen got hurt. I understand that. But one man can't carry the team. It's 11 other guys out there. When he got hurt, it just seemed like everything fell apart on defense on top of the offense not being able to move the ball.
But see, with Allen getting hurt, all that did was move Ioannidis to the middle, and certain packages move Ioannidis to the middle, move Montez Sweat hand in the dirt. And Kerrigan was missing in action. I'm not making excuses, but Kerrigan was held on at least 10 plays in the first 3 quarters that I counted. And I'm talking about he's coming around the corner. This is all you see. You see him going and he's being pulled back like this. That's being held. And referees are not calling that. And I noticed they never call it for the Skins. They don't call it for a lot. But if that was TJ Watt, Von Miller, those guys, they'll get that call because they're so dominant. But Kerrigan's dominant too. This dude has had double-digit sacks his whole career.
Where we at on time, KG? We need to wrap up this first segment.
Let's go ahead and wrap up this one and come on back and finish up talking about the defense because the defense, we got a lot to talk about with them.
All right, just stay tuned, guys. We just rolling into segment number 2. All you got to do is keep watching, and we'll be right back.